Welcome to this meditation called Surfacing the Silenced Voice, brought to you by Indigo Alchemy. I'm Marianne, and I'll be your inner wisdom guide. Why is it finding your voice can feel so hard? Most of us aren't silent because we have nothing to say. We're silent because at some point it felt safer. We learned early how to read the room, manage expectations, and keep the peace. We learned to soften our truth so it wouldn't feel like too much, or to wait for permission that rarely came. We let fear place us on mute. Fear of conflict, fear of being misunderstood, fear of disappointing others, or fear of being judged, dismissed, or labeled as difficult. And over time, that caution becomes habit, and habit becomes self-doubt. We start questioning our instincts, editing ourselves before we speak, abandoning what we know in our bodies for what feels acceptable in the moment. Surfacing your voice isn't about becoming louder or more confident overnight. It is about remembering what you've been quietly holding all along and choosing again and again to honor it. This practice is an invitation to get back to that place. Let's begin. Settle into a comfortable position on a chair, on a cushion, or lying down, whatever feels good for you. And take a moment now to step out of the noise and into yourself. Allow your eyes to close, if you're comfortable doing so, or lower your eyes to a soft gaze on an object nearby. Allow your breath to slow and your nervous system to realize nothing is required of you right now except to be here and to be present. Take a slow breath in through your nose and a longer breath out through your mouth. Again, inhale steady and gently, and exhale, softening and loosening your body. Here in this space is where your wisdom lives quietly, patiently, waiting to be heard. And as your breathing settles, bring your awareness to yourself, not to who you think you need to be today, but to who you actually are in this moment. Linger here for a moment to reflect on how often your voice has learned to soften, or to pause, or to wait. And not because you lack clarity, but because somewhere along the way, you learned that being fully expressive came with consequences. Take a deep breath in and an exhale out. You became thoughtful, careful, accommodating. And if this resonates with you, you're not alone. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a breath for the part of you that learned silence as protection. Take a breath for the part of you that learned restraint as wisdom. And take a breath for the part of you that learned to hold truth gently, even when it ached to be spoken. It has served you until now. Bring your attention inward toward your throat, the place where inner knowing meets the outer world. Breathe in slowly and exhale fully. Notice any sensations that may arise. You may notice tightness, or heaviness, or a sense of holding back, or perhaps the need to swallow. Or maybe you just don't notice any sensations at all, and that's okay too. Imagine your breath moving through this space like warm light, not forcing anything open, just offering some room. Breathe in and breathe out. With every inhale, invite ease. And with every exhale, release the habit of self-editing. Your voice does not need to be loud to be powerful. It does not need to be perfect to be trusted. And it does not need approval to be real. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring to mind a moment when you didn't say what you wanted to say. Maybe it felt safer to stay quiet. Maybe you didn't want to disrupt the peace. Maybe you doubted whether your words would matter. And gently notice what arises: an emotion, a sensation, a memory that comes floating by, and meet it with compassion. You did what makes sense at the time. We hold no shame for the past versions of ourselves. Instead, we thank them and gently invite them to loosen their grip. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine releasing the weight of that moment. Your path has been preparing you, and now something truer is ready to speak through you. Feel the quiet strength waiting just beneath the surface. Now imagine a different kind of space, a space where your voice is welcome, where you are not interrupted, where you are met with presence instead of judgment. Feel what happens in your body when you are fully welcomed. Notice your breath drop lower, fuller, and feels more certain. Notice your shoulders release, no longer bracing or guarding. Sense your spine lengthen and lift as your body remembers its right to take up space. Your posture doesn't just change, it claims its ground. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. This is what alignment feels like. This is what truth does to your body. Let yourself inhabit that feeling. It's not something you need to earn. It is something for you to remember. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Now silently repeat these words to yourself and let them land gently on you. My voice matters. My truth is valued. I can speak with honesty and care. I trust myself to know when and how to speak. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Long before you speak, your body and heart are already telling the truth. Your inner wisdom speaks first as a feeling, a quiet knowing, a gentle nudge, a truth that doesn't shout, but stays. Breathe in and breathe out. Next, we'll spend some time contemplating a few prompts to help you think about surfacing your voice. We'll pause a little longer between prompts to give you time to reflect. What part of myself have I been protecting by staying silent? And what has that silence cost me? If I trusted myself completely, what would I say, name, or claim right now without softening it for anyone else? What would change if I let my voice lead instead of my fear? Take a deep cleansing breath in and release all of your fears on your exhale. Let go of what is no longer serving you. Your voice isn't just what you say. It lives in your boundaries, your choices, your pauses, and your willingness to stay true to yourself. Trust what surfaced here for you today. And as we begin to come to a close, return your attention to your breath. Inhale, feeling grounded and steady. Exhale, feeling clear and spacious. And remember this: finding your voice is not a single brave moment. It's a practice of listening inward and responding with your truth. It's choosing truth over habit, self-trust over self-silencing. Your deepest inner knowing doesn't arrive as noise. It arrives as a presence. And your voice has always been here. This meditation doesn't give voice to you. It simply helps you remember how to hear it again and find the courage to use it. And when you're ready, begin to gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Notice the room around you. Open your eyes if you had them closed, or lift them from your gaze. And carry this awakened sense of awareness with you into conversations, decisions, and the quiet moments. Take one final breath in and release. May you stay curious about the moments that are asking for your honesty. Meet them gently, trusting that you'll know when the time is right to surface your voice. Namaste.